Good afternoon, everybody. I think everybody's hungry. So I promise to make it short. Most of you will be aware of Canon as a brand. आपको पता होगा Canon काफ़ी products बनाती हैं और इंडिया में काफ़ी वर्षों से हैं. आपके banks and in your branches you would have seen our copiers, our printers. Some of you must be working with cameras at home. We also have projectors, a lot of equipments. But इस इवेंट में जो हम पेश करने जा रहे हैं एक ऐसा प्रोडक्ट है जिससे शायद आप लोग वंचित ना हो, but it is very, very closely related to banks. So the two things that we share in common, banks and Canon, is documents. And I'm sure all of you are used to a lot of documents. Sometimes it is very painful when you have to search or retrieve a document. So we'll just try to see if we can make life simpler for you in that aspect. So trying to stay relevant to the topic. Anybody has seen a site like this? बहुत पहले एक old record section होता था. I don't know if it's still prevalent in banks. But 10, 15, 20 साल पुराने documents. So research shows that 90% of information is still stored in the hard form in some way or the other. So although everything is digital and electronized and we believe we are in that age, but research shows that still 90% of documents are in non-digital form. And this is stored somewhere. Maybe not in the place that you sit, maybe in some different building, some different city, but it is definitely stored. So what kind of documents do banks deal with? New account documents, of course, including KYC, teller transit documents, loan collection, again, a lot of documentation required there, audit documents, checks, again, lifeline of the banking system, but overall a lot of documentation. No two ways about that. This was the fire that took place in the Secretariat. According to the Times of India, 4.82 crore documents were, I think the screen is, is back there. So 4.82 crore documents were actually destroyed in this fire. Can you imagine the amount of information or data that was lost? And how does one recover that data? It's a nightmare. You don't even know what's lost or what is burnt or what is destroyed. So this is one big pain area, natural calamities. Water, fire, documents are not resistant to any of this. The second biggest hurdle of documentation is time. Again, research shows that almost 10 minutes is spent just to retrieve a single document on an average. And this research is done by the US labor. So in India, this 10 minutes might even be more. And 60% of manpower time is spent on documentation. So if you do an analysis, almost 60% of the time of your human resources is involved in some kind of documentation or workflow. So it's a very, very, very obvious and simple solution. Sorry, can't we just digitize this? So the solution we are presenting here is digitization, which means that all these documents can go into some kind of soft form, but of course not just stored. There are solutions involved in this. What are the advantages? This can be directly delivered. So if you have to transport, you don't need to send across through courier or through post. You can directly transmit at a click of a button. You can enhance image quality. This many of you may not know about. If there is an old document, through certain softwares, you can actually make the quality better. Paper tends to get yellow. With age, it tends to get moist and damp in places which are close to the coastline. The quality can be enhanced. Indexing and searching. That means if you have to search or retrieve a document amongst millions, you can imagine physically kitna time lag jayega aapko. But with these kind of solutions, you can retrieve it again immediately. Multiple users. Now when there is a single paper document, वो एक ही आदमी के हाथ में हो सकता है एक time पे. But when it comes to digital, you can have access to multiple users at the same given time. So the same document can be accessed by several branches. And of course you can reformat it, you can commoditize it to today's technology, you can edit it and reprint it in the form that you want. Which means a Word document can become a PDF and so on. So you can customize it as per your today's technology rather than when the document was actually first formulated. So we have a lot of hardware. These are on exhibit, install number 17. You can have a look at these. I don't want to spend too much time explaining each product. This is what we call broadly the document readers. It is classified again into certain categories. I'll come to that. And a very important segment for all of you, which is check scanners, UV and non-UV. So we have the complete range of document readers and check readers for banking solutions. So we categorize this into personal. There is a portable scanner. You will see this also outside. You visit the stall. You can actually carry it around with you. A very small scanner, and you can actually put it in your pocket or your briefcase and move it around with you. Then we have workgroup scanners, which are for a very small group of people, 4, 5, 10 groups of people. What we call departmental scanners. So department can have each of these. And then the industrial or production scanners, which can take care of your entire documentation. We also have a network scanner. Again, this many may not be aware of, the scanner that can actually be fitted or installed onto your existing network. Right from 15 images per minute to be scanned right up to 100 pages per minute. So you can imagine 100 pages can be scanned in a single minute. And again, depending on the functionality and the features, right from 10,000 rupees to 8 lakh rupees, you can get scanners. So entire gamut of products is available that can be suited to your bank, your branch, your needs. Check scanners, we said non-UV and UV scanners. Again, from 50 checks per minute to 190 checks per minute. तो आपको पता होगा आपके बैंक या ब्रांच की लोड कितनी है, कितने चेक्स आपको एक दिन में स्कैन करने हैं. बट दिस इज द काइंड ऑफ स्पीड दैट वी हैव पर मिनट. And again, very affordable prices, right from 58,000 to 1,60,000. So not very, very expensive solutions. Portability I already spoke about. I will suggest have a look at this. You may not be aware of this at all. It will boost your productivity when you're traveling. And coming towards the end of my presentation, we have offices across India. We have 10 locations where we have branches and 200 plus locations where we can provide service through our channel partners. So almost the entire country is covered as far as service goes. So you need not worry about that. Thank you. Please do visit our stall number 17, and our tagline is delighting you always.